Elle's Jewelry on Kickapoo. A wide selection of beautiful jewelry in their wonderful showroom waiting for you to shop for the holidays. Elle's Jewelry, Shawnee's friendly jeweler. Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy.
Welcome! The opening tip coming at us as the Shawnee starters, Dayton Patton, Aaron Wilson, Eden Litherland, Isaiah Smith, and Aiden Sicarios get us going as Isaiah Smith, the junior, is going to jump against the big man, Ryan Reynolds, for Carl Albert. As Carl Albert comes in 7-4, and these two teams battling for positioning in the district as Smith gets the tip as it's handled there by Wilson, and Dayton Patton going to bring it up. We welcome you to the telecast of Shawnee High School Athletics here on ShawneeCTV. Turnover on the first possession for the Wolves, and Russell from the corner, Reynolds from the corner, and the rebound goes to Sicarios. Patton handling the pressure up top. Sicarios, the big man, up. Oh, goes down hard. That was a pretty good move, just unable to make it go down as Hopkins with the rebounds and the bucket. That Quincy Hopkins as the Wolves bring it up. Eden Litherland gets it back to Patton. Wilson saves it. Sicarios unable to get it to go as Reynolds with the rebound. That is Jaden Hopkins. And the rebound goes to Patton for the Wolves. A lot of energy in the gym. Freshman Eden Litherland is quite a player. He's going to be fun to watch. We weren't able to see him the first time we had this squad, and we're looking forward to what Eden can provide tonight. Gets it into Patton. Sicarios is going to get the foul. The big man. He's active so far. First foul on the Wolves for the night. Hopkins out to his brother, I'm thinking. 2 Hopkins on the floor. And that's Jaden with the rebound. And he gets another one. The Wolves are going to have to control the offensive board against this athletic Carl Albert squad if they're going to hang in it. The Wolves come in 6-4. And good rebound there by Isaiah. As Litherland tried to draw the foul. Patton gets it over to Sakaros. Going to be a foul, this time on Reynolds. Second team foul for the Titans. As this year they go, for free throws, they go fouls by the quarter rather than fouls by the half. There is no 1-and-1. Each quarter you get 5 fouls, then you're shooting 2 in high school basketball. They reset at the quarter. That's going to be the third foul, the second on the third team foul, the second on Ryan Reynolds. Sakaros inside and in. Nice move by Sakaros. The sophomore with the first 2 points of the ball game for the Wolves. He's gotten to the board. He's agile down there and moves well. That's going to be a good move to the bucket. Taking the defender there by Anderson. And Litherland brings it up for the Wolves. Sakaros working hard, taking it to the hoop. And a turnover. I didn't see that, but a lot of activity down there by Sakaros. Hopkins being guarded by Litherland. And up and in as Quincy Hopkins with his second bucket of the ball game. And Patton working against Jaden. Litherland leaves it short. And we'll have a timeout on the floor halfway through the first. Wolves trail 6-2 against Carl Albert Titans. We'll be back.
Elle's Jewelry on Kickapoo. A wide selection of beautiful jewelry in their wonderful showroom waiting for you to shop for the holidays. Elle's Jewelry, Shawnee's friendly jeweler.
Action Physical Therapy supports Shawnee High School Athletics. Located on Harrison. If you need physical therapy, ask for Action.
Down to Litherland. The Wolves trying to find their shot. The senior Wilson back up to the junior Smith, down to the freshman Litherland, up to the bucket, gets his own rebound and puts it in. Hard-fought bucket by Litherland. Good to see as he got his own offensive rebound. Didn't get flustered on the block. Nice play by the freshman. Jaden Hopkins unable to get it. Litherland with another rebound. He's being guarded by Quincy Hopkins. Wilson to the corner for Dayton Patton. Dayton started when he was a freshman as well, now a junior, probably the leader on this squad as a junior. As he should be, he's got more minutes than anybody on the floor. Rarely comes out, does the tough junior competitor. Checking in now is going to be Carter Whipkey, along with, it looks like, Ramel Slaughter. Smith and Wilson going to step out. Ramel, another freshman. Now the Wolves with two freshmen on the floor. That's good to see for a growing program. As Litherland thought about it. Turnover. Couldn't get the pass to Sakaros where he was trying. And there's going to be a foul. That foul is going to be on Litherland. That might be a little bit of a frustration foul. That's his first foul. And we got to keep him on the floor for his offensive prowess. Anderson down to Hopkins. Sakaros playing big down there, and he's going to pick up his second foul. That rebound by Sams as he was able just to go over Sakaros. And it is Sakaros' second foul, and so to the line is going to be Sams to shoot two. Smith is going to come in for Sakaros as he has to sit with those fouls. He's been active in there. He's gotten some shots. Sam's unable to hit either one of them. Whipkey with the rebound for the Wolves. Carter getting into the action quick. You like to see that. Let's see what he can do on the offensive side. Defense more important, but you play good defense, get into it quick. It can generate offense on your game. There he is, Whipkey. Just unable to get it to fall. Hopkins, no foul called. Fortunate for the Wolves as Hopkins off on that. And I believe it was Litherland with the rebound as he gets another one. Litherland with 4 early rebounds in this contest. And that's big against these athletic Titans. Oh, Smith with a good catch off that pass from Slaughter. And Litherland's going to lose it. Another turnover for the Wolves. Good defensive play there. I think that was by Jaden Hopkins, who's got the ball now, gets it back down to Sams. Sams is going to go over the top of Smith to get that. That'll be the first foul on Sams. Under a minute to play now in the first. Fun to watch. No better entertainment value than high school sports. Get on out and support your team with your family. This is great family entertainment, I'm telling you. The students are coming into the gym. It's fun to see the band here tonight. It's a good environment. Patton going to bring it up against Anderson. They got a double team. Ramel just off, but that's a shot you want. Dietrich Beavers has now checked in as well. Good rebound there by Patton as he took it from Sams. Whipkey back out to Patton for 3. Just off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Garcia. His first of the night. That's going to be a foul called on the freshman Slaughter, his first, team fourth. Both teams now at 4 in the quarter. So the next will be shooting here in the quarter with 13 seconds left. It resets at the quarter, though. They go into Sam's. Whipkey. As I said, next foul, they're shooting. That's going to be on Whipkey. I'm telling you, Sam's is a strong young man. Biggest one on the floor. And he went right through him. That's Whipkey's first as Sam's hits his first free throw of the night. Reynolds checking out. And Sam's hits them both. That doubles up the Wolves. 8-4 our score. Wolves have got to get down quick. Hatton knows it. I don't know that anybody else does. They get it down to Whipkey. And the board was shaken. He slapped the board. It was shaken. No call. Titans get away with one there as the Wolves trail 8-4. We're at the end of one.
We trust McElroy and Owens. We knew Mike. Mike was part of Kiwanis. He is a community member that took the time to get to know people. And when you're in a crisis, you want to go with somebody that you feel like you can trust. And we both felt very comfortable with Mike. We called him and it became a very smooth process of being able to go through the dealings of planning a funeral for a loved one.
Hardesty Market in Deli, a real butcher shop for over 80 years. Daily lunch specials just like Mom used to make. Best cuts of meat and even better people. Your family at Hardesty Market in Deli. Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. Boutique items in Shawnee. All your pharmaceutical needs taken care of at the Clinic Pharmacy.
We are back. 8-4 our score. The ball taken out by Carl Albert. Possession arrow in their favor to start things off here in the quarter. Sakaros is back. Whipkey out there along with Slaughter, Patton, and Beavers for the Wolves. Hopkins bringing it up. That's Jaden Hopkins for Carl Albert. Sam's underneath. They go outside to Anderson. He's short on it. He gets his own board, though. And they're going to reset. Good defensive pressure there by Sakaros. And Whipkey with another rebound for the Wolves and a turnover. Can't have those turnovers, man. Whoop. You work hard on the defensive side and then you give up an easy two. That's tough. Beavers gets it back. Dietrich Beavers with his first two of the ball game. Playing defense up top. It's going to be foul called on Beavers, the first of the ball game. The feisty junior out playing tough defense. Just got caught up. I like the way Beavers plays, man. Wherever he is, he's quiet and he's strong. He's in close on Hopkins. They get it out to his brother Quincy. And I'm thinking they're brothers. I could be wrong. Reynolds back down to Hopkins. Up to Anderson. Patton on the defensive pressure. Oh, almost a steal there by Ramel. Slaughter. Good defensive pressure by the Wolves. making Carl Albert work for anything they get. They just got to finish it here. Smith up and over, and he's going to get the rebound again off an offensive board. Carl Albert makes him pay.
You're not checking in here.
That's going to be stolen by Hopkins. And just too big, too strong. Quincy Hopkins with another bucket. And Carl Albert goes up 14-6 with 5:53 to play here before halftime.
For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store conveniently located on North Kickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today. Do you want an easy car buying experience? Castor Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Castor Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience.
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
The Wolves working it up the floor. Patton gets it down to Beavers, and it's going to be ball over to Carl Albert. Contact on the shot, no call. And the Wolves unable to get a score out of that timeout. That's always tough. Sam skying for that and putting it back. Sam's making the Wolves pay on the offensive board. Beavers, Slaughter, Scaros to Litherland to Patton. Another turnover for the Wolves. Dietrich Beavers checking back in. I didn't see him go out. That's interesting. He's coming in for Patton. Reynolds gets Litherland up. Hopkins on the drive, going to be fouled by Sakaros. And that's going to be Sakaros' 3rd foul. Wolves unable to get anything going here in the second as Carl Albert matches their total in the first quarter in the first 4 minutes of this second. And it's come on the offensive boards where Sams has just been able to get over and legitimately just get over our players like that on the offensive side. That's going to be a foul on Slaughter. As Sam's a strong young man. able to position himself well from that foul shot. Beavers brings down the rebound there, and the Wolves head the other way. Wolves are going to need to pick up on the offensive side here. Let's see if they can get some shots falling. That foul is on Hopkins. Slaughter's going to check out. Campbell is going to check in. That's the first team foul called on Carl Albert in this quarter. Sakaros going to be called for traveling. Aiden, just a sophomore. As the Wolves learning under fire tonight. Up top to Russell. Back over to Hopkins. Baseline to Russell. Quincy Hopkins up top. Reach in by Beavers. That's going to be Beavers' second foul. The freshman comes down with the rebound. That's his fifth of the ball game. Wilson blocked by Sands. Russell got Beavers to jump. Sands in, takes the bump, absorbs it, and puts in two more. He's got 8 on the night. The lead 10 as Litherland brings it up. Patton, I think, having some work done on his hand. Sakaros is going to get hit as he goes to the bucket. Foul will be called on Sands. That'll be his second. I'm sure Coach Litherland would like to continue to attack that young man because he has been dominant on the floor. Try to get him in foul trouble. That's just the second team foul on Carl Albert called in the quarter. Sakaros off. Anderson checks in for Sands. Unable to hit him. Going to need those. Every point important for the Wolves as they've got 2 here in the second quarter. Beavers with the rebound. There's a big gap there to fill when Sam steps off the court. He's the one that's been dominant on that offensive side, causing trouble. You saw it there. Litherland thought about it. Good move there by the freshman. We'll see if he can get away. Puts it in. Talented young man there. Looking for good things from him throughout a career. The Wolves need a defensive stop here as Hopkins over to Russell, to Anderson, down to Jaden Hopkins, over to Russell for 3. Sakaros had the rebound, gets knocked out of his hand. Fortunate. Quick hands there by somebody in red. Litherland gets it. And another foul. Peyton Patton checking in Let's see if he has tape on his hand. He's holding it. He does. That was on a drive. Got it whacked. Sakaros able to hang on to it as Quincy almost got the steal. Another pass just to the opponent. Russell takes the steal, walks in, gets fouled by Patton. Just unable to protect the ball there as the Wolves. A lot of turnovers here in the first. And they're paying for it. Under a minute now to play as Russell goes to the line. He's going to shoot 2. As that was a shooting foul, but regardless, they now are at 5 fouls. So everything on the Wolves side is a shooting foul for 2. He gets them both. And Whipkey going to step in for Sakaros. Patton to Litherland. Foul on Hopkins. Now, any foul's a shooting foul from the floor. Zyron Campbell back. And a foul called as Zyron's going to go to the line. Zyron hits 1 of 2. And we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here, 32 seconds to play. Carl Albert wants to talk it over. They've got an 11-point lead. I'm sure Coach Price is going to say, hey, just settle in here and let's go into halftime with a double-digit lead. Don't force anything. Be patient. And on the other side, Coach Litherland, of course, talking to his guys about defensive pressure. Need to stay on the ball. Know they're going to try to be patient. No reaching, but don't let them have anything easy. And try to get in those passing lanes, get a steal, and maybe get this thing down under 10 going into halftime. That can be a big momentum swing for the Wolves, and they need it. Only 5 points here in the second. They only had 4 in the first, so they're struggling on offense, and they need something going into the halftime that maybe can just help them momentum-wise. We're set to begin here the last 33 seconds of the half. And Carl Albert has patience in their eyes, it looks like. Hopkins. There's going to be a foul called on Whipkey. Hopkins goes to the line. He's got 2 points so far tonight. Now, Sams is in there, and Zyron's got to be aware that that young man will step right in front of him strong. Hopkins. Russell's going to check in. Hopkins hits 1 of 2. This is big for the Wolves with 23 seconds to go. Can they get some points here on the board? They need them. Turnover. Kind of felt that was going to happen. Jaden Hopkins with another bucket. Wolves get a good shot, unable to hit it. Down by 14, going into the half. We'll let you enjoy some presentations through the halftime. We'll be back for the second half after these messages.
McElroy and Owens handled absolutely everything from start to finish. McElroy and Owens were phenomenal, helping us pull off a funeral for somebody who taught at OBU, who had been a part of this community a long time, and we wanted to make it a grand event that he deserved. They went above and beyond to plan the funeral that we would have imagined for my father-in-law. For my own dad, it was completely different. He passed in Texas, but he was a part of this community as well, and this is where we wanted to celebrate him. I was able to call them from Texas, tell him our wishes. By the time I made it back to Oklahoma, that part was done for me.
Elle's Jewelry on Kickapoo. A wide selection of beautiful jewelry in their wonderful showroom waiting for you to shop for the holidays. Elle's Jewelry, Shawnee's friendly jeweler.
I want to welcome all you students to the District 2 of Pottawatomie County. I am your County Commissioner, Greg Rush. As we go through, we'll kind of show you where our offices are and where our shop is, and then we'll get out to the yard.
We have dump trucks, we have 1-tons, we have pickups.
Every week, we have to make the decisions how to spend the taxpayers' money. Everybody, even us, we have to pay tax. That's what funds everything you see in our county government.
I call her Big Bertha. This one here is for taking out trees. This is Mini Bertha. This is my little excavator. Now this one here, we use quite a bit.
It's a big responsibility. A lot of people don't see what goes on within the government, but that's what we're trying to do with you. One day you guys are going to be doing our jobs. Without our support staff and without our employees, we couldn't do any of that.
You guys are invited back. We're going to have a Christmas tree out here, and we would really, really love for you to decorate ornaments and then spend some time with us and help decorate our tree down here, because this is your barn. This is in your community. I remember you. These are your people, okay? So we would really love for you to be a part of that with us.
Going deep.
Miller. I was raised by the wolves. I was raised by the wolves. 8 till they full. Run through the night, playing with your life. Going against the pack, that's risking your life. Better play it right. Better play it right. I got loyalty and blood. I do anything for love and everything for us. Doing everything like everything ain't been too much. You know my favorite time to come through for you is the clutch. Last second, what a rush. Look.
It's picked off by Dace Shaw.
I was raised by the wolves. 8
He's got it.
On my doors, always in the game and never played by the rules. Try to make me leave, fell down to my knees, pick myself up and turn my back to the breeze. Oh, spend a million on a million, mama, look at me. With all these diamond chokers, man, it's getting hard to breathe. Thought that you were family, cause some bridges on
Up
my
the middle, Deshaun. Going for the end zone, Deshaun, touchdown.
Don't let me down. You said you died for me, where there's the ground. Ice on my wrist, ice in my veins. But it's a cold, cold world, and you could be predator, you could be prey. I was raised by the wolves.
And they get it, they do.
Run through the night, playing with your life. Go against a pack that's risking your life. Better play it right, cause I was raised by the wolves. Act till they fall. Run through the night, playing with your life. Go against a pack that's risking your life. Better play it right, yeah, you better play it right. I was raised by the wolves. I was raised by the wolves. I was raised by the wolves. Ain't till they fall. Run through the night.
Halfway, Dave. Shot all the way. Go on, Dave. Go on, touchdown. Shawnee Sports.
You can't believe out of 400 or 500 stories of kids that are sick, kids that they just need a reason to get outside. We've got grandparents that need to buy gifts for their kids. So it is a tremendous thing to give a kid a bike. We feel like that it empowers them to live healthier lives. We feel like it empowers them to be more social. We think it empowers anything to get outside, empowers people to just live a healthier, better, holistic life.
Well, and you know, when I put pastor in front of your name, I have a hard time because you're just Travis.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, what's up, Travis? How you doing, Travis? Yeah. But you've been active your whole life. You're active with what you do. It's so much fun. And, you know, I think that we help kids be active for the rest of their lives when we show them how fun it is to be active. I mean, even a couple of older generation 60s born guys can still be smiling and having fun on a bike. How cool is that, man?
It's cool. I love it, and I would tell even the more mature audience that, man, just get outside, get on a bike. They make them a lot nicer today too.
Oh, it's a lot easier to ride. But you also play basketball, right?
Yeah. We play at OBU. We play at the Y when the Y's fixed.
Yeah. And so we can get together and play some street ball. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. Pastor. Yeah. I'm going to be playing some basketball and riding bikes with the pastor. Thanks, Travis.
Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate that.
With so much being done in the rebuild, where do finances come from?
Money comes from you. And actually, your taxpayer dollars is what helps us. This one was actually a federal declared emergency. Therefore, FEMA will pay 75%. I paid 25%, but of that 25%, since the state also declared it an emergency, they will pick up 12.5 of that 25%.
Okay.
That's all reimbursement. So you have to have the money up front to clean up.
Action Physical Therapy supports Shawnee High School athletics. Located on Harrison. If you need physical therapy, ask for Action.
We trust McElroy and Owens. We knew Mike. Mike was part of Kiwanis. He is a community member that took the time to get to know people. And when you're in a crisis, you want to go with somebody that you feel like you can trust. And we both felt very comfortable with Mike. We called him and it became a very smooth process of being able to go through the dealings of planning a funeral for a loved one.
Hardesty Market in Delaware, a real butcher shop for over 80 years. Daily lunch specials just like Mom used to make. Best cuts of meat and even better people. Your family at Hardesty Market in Delhi. Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. Boutique items in Shawnee. All your pharmaceutical needs taken care of at the Clinic Pharmacy.
Cheerleaders are doing a great job. The band is doing a great job. It's a beautiful night in the pack. The Wolves struggling, though, on the floor, 23-9, trailing the Carl Albert Titans, just unable to get anything going offensively. They've played good defensive basketball, given up a few too many offensive rebounds, but the Wolves still in it, as they need a quarter in which they can get the offense rolling a little bit, get some things to drop. Litherland from downtown starts them off the way it needs to go, as he's got 7 of the Wolves' 12 points, does the freshman Eden Litherland. They're going up to Hopkins. Good defensive pressure there by Smith, and Litherland with another rebound. That's 7. He gets it off to Sakaros. Up and in as the Wolves start off strong, cutting into this lead as they equal in the first 40 seconds their best quarter of the night, as they scored 4 in the first, 5 in the second. Sakaros with another rebound. He's running. I don't know where that call came from. That was called on Sakaros. And that's tough for the Wolves. Inopportune moments. I can tell you the reason that was called like that was perception of Sakaros being out of control, which that's what it looked like, which makes it tough. It's on the referee to make that call the other way. So the Wolves with all the momentum, that really just sucked the life right out of this place. 4th foul on Sakaros. He's been active. Hopkins makes 1 of 2, his 7th on the night. He's got 7. Sands has 8 to lead Carl Albert. Litherland to Smith. Back to Smith. Out to Patton. To the rim. Patton for 2. That's what the Wolves need, some offense, and they're making it happen here in the first minute of the half. Good block by Dayton Patton. As first block of the ball game by the Wolves. Whipkey in there along with Wilson, Patton, Litherland, and Smith. Hopkins, that's Jaden Hopkins with 2 more. He's got 7 along with his brother's 7. Patton for 3. Dayton Patton getting things going here as he went scoreless in the first half, and that's unlike him. They need his scoring as the lead now being trimmed by the Wolves. They've come out confident here. They can play with these guys in the red. Another steal, this one by Smith, as the ball was knocked away on the defensive side. Wilson in and out. Gonna have a timeout by Carl Albert. We'll keep it here. It'll be a full timeout. Let's keep it here and see if any of the pep band does anything. I don't think the band's going to do anything. Maybe the cheerleaders will get out there. We get a camera on the cheerleaders. if they do anything. Otherwise, I'll just talk a little bit as it's 5:19 to go. 26-19, of course, our score. The big thing here is the Wolves have come out and made some shots. They've got 10 in this quarter through the first 2.5 minutes of the quarter. They had 9 in the entire first half. So if the Wolves can keep this momentum going, they've got a shot at this ball game, as they've outscored the opponent 10-3 so far here in the early aspect of the ball game, or of the half, I'm sorry. And it's been entertaining. It'll be more entertaining if the Wolves can continue this comeback and get it closer, as Carl Albert had their way in the first half. And the guys coming back out on the court, ready to make things happen. Carl Albert, after the foul, have it out of bounds. 3 fouls already called on the Wolves, none on Carl Albert, as the quarter closing in. The Wolves bringing some energy. Hopkins covered by Whipkey, and McCall back to Carl Albert. Looked like it went right off his leg. Just interesting. So, from behind the screen, Smith on the box out. Foul called against Carl Albert, as that was on Hopkins on the rebound. Wilson to Litherland. Out to Whipkey. Rims off. Four different offensive rebounds there, maybe 5. Anderson's the one who's going to end up at the board. The Wolves have a layup on one end, just unable to get it to roll in. That hurts. And Carl Albert at the other end hustling and getting 5 straight offensive rebounds. Anderson at the line. And he goes 1 for 2. Ramel Slaughter checking in. The Wolves continue to try to cut into this lead. Got to continue to make shots to make that happen. Patton, it's got numbers. Blocked there by Reynolds. And Hopkins, I'm sorry, that was Anderson for 2. So the Wolves go back down by 10, 4:02 halfway through the third quarter. We'll be back after these messages.
For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store conveniently located on North Kickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today. Do you want an easy car buying experience? Castor Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Castor Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience.
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. The Wolves work it up. A foul on the pressure by Carl Albert. Second team foul for the quarter. So Mel Slaughter gets it in to Patton. Back to Litherland. To Slaughter. To Smith. Patton to the bucket. Back to Smith. To Slaughter. Turnover. And a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for Hopkins. There's Sams again, as he just jumps right over the Wolves. Box out.
Work, Jay Hoppy, work, ball.
Slaughter down low. Rebound to Anderson. Foul on Slaughter. Russell hits the front. Hits one, the first one, I should say. No more front ends. All free throw opportunities now. 2 shots as Carl Albert has taken back control here midway through the third. And Russell hits them both. 4 for 4 from the line for Russell. Litherland going to the bucket. Foul call. On Anderson, I believe.
Wake up!
Sakaros.
Hey, who's backside there?
Called on Anderson again, I believe.
Stay home with the handoff. Stay home.
Patton up to Slaughter. Over to Litherland for 3. Slaughter. I don't know what that call was. I don't know. Sure seemed like the Wolves had the ball and a man in red had a Wolves arm, not even the ball. So now it's going to be Wolves ball out. That's going to be a foul called The question was, that was the 5th foul. Why aren't they shooting? And it was called an offensive foul, so no shots after the clarification. Turnover by the Wolves. That's going to be on Slaughter. I believe that's his 5th. And Ramel will sit. Carl Albert back to the line. Quincy Hopkins hits the first. Patton with the rebound. A lot of contact. Foul called on Anderson. Patton, Dayton is going to go to the line. Dayton held scoreless in the first half. He has 5 here in the third. Make that 6. Quincy Hopkins over to Anderson, going to Sams. Turnover by the Titans. Patton with 2 more. And again, they're going to need Dayton to get hot if they have any shot at this with a minute left here in the fourth. Just over a minute. Sams. Back up to Quincy. Given to Jaden. Over to Russell. To Anderson to complete the circle. Offensive foul as Dayton Patton takes the charge, doing a little bit of everything. Is Dayton. That's good play for the Wolves. They need it as they bring it down. Beavers. Citizen is checked in. Beavers up and in. Oh, Sakaros is going to get fouled by Sams. And I believe that'll be Sam's 3rd. As Citizen and Beavers checking in, both very quick. Sakaros able to take advantage on the offensive board. For those youngsters out there, free throws, very, very important. As Aiden goes 1 for 2. He's played an active game. He's been hampered with fouls as Sakaros, which has been unfortunate. I think that we would have been a better team with him in there tonight so far. And a big three by Anderson. Takes it back to 14. Somebody's going to have to shoot it. That one blocked. Under a second to play. And 37-23 our score as we enter the fourth quarter. The Wolves with a little bit of a run there, but unable to sustain it. As we'll be back, you're watching Shawnee High School Athletics on ShawneeCTV.
McElroy and Owens handled absolutely everything from start to finish. McElroy and Owens were phenomenal, helping us pull off a funeral for somebody who taught at OBU, who had been a part of this community a long time, and we wanted to make it a grand event that he deserved. They went above and beyond to plan the funeral that we would have imagined for my father-in-law. For my own dad, it was completely different. He passed in Texas, but he was a part of this community as well, and this is where we wanted to celebrate him. I was able to call them from Texas, tell him our wishes. By the time I made it back to Oklahoma, that part was done for me.
Elle's Jewelry on Kickapoo. A wide selection of beautiful jewelry in their wonderful showroom waiting for you to shop for the holidays. Elle's Jewelry, Shawnee's friendly jeweler.
Action Physical Therapy supports Shawnee High School Athletics. Located on Harrison. If you need physical therapy, ask for Action.
We are back in the pack, the Wolves with possession. Played a good third quarter. Tied the Titans in that quarter with 14 points apiece. Unfortunate though, the Wolves still down by 14. As Sam's with the block on Sakaros' try at the bucket. Reynolds with the pass down to Sams. He's being guarded by Sakaros. Sakaros has 4 fouls. He's got to let him go. Smart play. Citizen with a good rebound. Wilson with his first 2 points of the ball game. Hopkins back to Anderson to the bucket. Nice move by Anderson as he's got 10. Goes into double digits. That's Patton back up to Sakaros. And he goes up and in. Nicely done by Aiden. That's his 7th point. And again, the Wolves are a better team with Aiden on the floor. Tonight, just unfortunate. He's had some fouls. Could have got one there too. That would have been out of the ballgame. Glad he didn't. Patton with the rebound. Dayton having a strong second half. He had 7 in the third quarter. Litherland thought about it. Back to Sakaros, back to Litherland, just unable to handle it. He is very nimble-footed for such a big young man. Just a sophomore. That one knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Carl Albert ball as Beavers checks in. Litherland a little bit hampered. And Russell checks back in as well. So you've got Russell, Reynolds, Hopkins, Anderson, and Hopkins. Quincy Hopkins gets his own rebound, puts it in. He's got double digits. Over to Wilson. Dayton just hard off the backboard. Jump ball, Sakaros. Really don't want to see him reaching in like that. That's just too easy to pick up a foul, but it works out. The possession arrow towards Carl Albert, so they keep it. Anderson, the steal to Keno Citizen. That's going to be a foul going over the top of Beavers as he made himself strong under there. Looks like Litherland and Whipkey going to check in. The team's trading punches here in the fourth. The lead remains 14, possession to the Wolves. That's how we started it. Wilson with the rebound and the putback. He's got all his points in the fourth. That's 2 buckets. He's got 4. Karos has 2 here. I was thinking he might have all the points in the fourth. So that's going to be a foul on Wilson. His first. Jaden hits the first. And we'll have a timeout. We'll keep it here as the Wolves going to talk with Coach Litherland. Jaden Hopkins with 9. This is Carl Albert. For Anderson, 10. Russell's got 4. He's 4 for 4 from the line. Reynolds, he's also got 10. Hopkins, this would be Quincy Hopkins. Quincy Hopkins has 10, not Ryan Reynolds, I apologize. And Sams, he's also has 10. So 3 in double digits for Carl Albert. Dayton Patton has 7 for the Wolves. Wilson with 4. Beavers with 2. Campbell with 1. 7 for Litherland, 7 for Sicarios. And it will be, I believe, Wolves basketball, bringing it back in, down by 14. Another big number for Eden Litherland, 7 rebounds. There's another turnover, though, and Anderson makes the Wolves pay. The Wolves in double-digit turnovers. They just can't handle this pressure. There we'll get a timeout by Shawnee. We'll take this one. It'll be full. Midway through the fourth quarter, the Wolves trail by 16. You're watching Wolves basketball on ShawneeCTV. Together we're building community one season at a time.
We trust McElroy and Owens. We knew Mike. Mike was part of Kiwanis. He is a community member that took the time to get to know people. And when you're in a crisis, you want to go with somebody that you feel like you can trust. And we both felt very comfortable with Mike. We called him and it became a very smooth process of being able to go through the dealings of planning a funeral for a loved one.
Hardesty Market in Delhi, a real butcher shop for over 80 years. Daily lunch specials just like Mom used to make. Best cuts of meat and even better people. Your family at Hardesty Market in Delhi.
The Wolves working it through the pressure. That timeout just to calm his players down. Wilson gets it to Beavers, to the bucket. Blocked by Hopkins. Another turnover by the Wolves. Came down hard, did Hopkins, jumped right over Patton. I'd like to see that again. If the foul's called on Patton, we never like to see somebody go down hard like that. I don't know that Dayton really moved in on him, though. Hopkins is a very athletic young man. I thought he jumped right over him. Lipke with good defense there. Patton with the rebound. And Litherland working inside to Wilson. Whipkey with the board, and he puts it back in. I believe that's Whipkey's first points of the ball game. Good for him. He's hustled through the night. Lead still 14. Jaden Hopkins at the baseline. Ball back to Carl Albert. Hopkins for two. Sakaros into the lane. Unable to get it to fall. Another rebound for Quincy Hopkins. He's played a solid game from the start. And on cue, he gets two more. Wilson controls it. Over to Patton from the corner. Sakaros with the rebound up to Whipkey. Taken by Hopkins.
Great hustle. Good job. Let's get it forward. Good morning.
Anderson off. Litherland with another rebound. Into Patton, down to Sakaros, up and in and foul. Good play by Sakaros. That young man didn't have early foul trouble. I'm sure he would have had a pretty good game. As it is, he's had a pretty good game, actually. He's got 9 points, going for 10 here with the traditional three-point play. Can't get the free throws to fall. That would be something that could be worked on. As the Wolves, with a lot of missed free throws, Russell nails it from three. His first bucket of the ball game, his 7th point, as he's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. The young man shoots the ball well. Whipkey with a minute and a half to play here in the ball game. Another turnover and another steal by Quincy Hopkins. Anderson 6 in the quarter, 12 in the half, 14 in the game. Here comes another one. That's 8. And timeout called just to make substitutions. So on the floor, Citizen and Smith bring it up. Campbell and Beavers. That's Campbell, along with Avita. Angel Avita is out there. Sams to the bucket. Citizen gets it back into Campbell. Rebound for Keno. Turnover for the Wolves as Hopkins gets to put it down. That's got to feel good. He's got 6 in the quarter. Smith just unable to get it to fall. The Wolves beat tonight by Carl Albert 58-33. We thank you for tuning in to Shawnee High School Athletics on ShawneeCTV. Together, Shawnee, all of us, we're building community one season at a time. We'll see you Friday night at North Rock Creek as Bethel comes into the Cougars' den. Hope everybody enjoys their week, and we'll see you this weekend. Have a great evening. Good night, everybody.